Steam machine dropped, kind of. Nobody can get them. There are very few. It's on a lottery system, and it's exactly as I feared. The performance is not that great. I already knew what the performance was going to be. I've already covered it. It's okay, but it's all about price to performance. The Steam machine is very expensive. So there are people who are kind of bailing from that because it's so expensive. They're like, it doesn't make sense anymore. There's people who are also bailing from that because they just can't get one. Like, they're in the lottery system, they want it, but they can't get it. There are alternatives out there. Valve even said, you can't get a Steam machine, you don't want a Steam machine, that's okay. Just install SteamOS on your different devices. And they're massively pushing compatibility. This is a mini PC, AceMagic. Right here, this is the F5A. Awesome little mini PC. I just finished my review on it. It has a AMD 255H and a 780M iGPU. So it's basically Legion Go S, but more powerful with the SteamOS edition. You just literally take your USB. This is my Steam USB. Plug it in, install, and you log in. You're ready to go. In this video, though, I'll test this with SteamOS. It has it on it. We'll also test this. This is an eGPU. This cost me $450. It's on This is a $450 mini PC on sale right now. Links in the description down below. You can buy it. Sale might go up and down, who knows. Comes with RAM and SSD. This is an eGPU. You can't necessarily buy it new, but you can still buy them. I'll put some links down if I can find it. The combination of these is around $950, approximately. It's cheaper than a Steam machine. It is much more powerful than a Steam machine, and the compact size of them, it's quiet by the way too, the compact volume of them is actually probably slightly less than a Steam machine. So a nice little thing you can like toss under your PC, under your TV or whatever, something like that. Stick them side by side. Let's jump in, let's bench them out, let's test it. Okay, so absolute pure fire. We're going to come in here. We're going to hook this bad boy up. Press delete. Get you into the BIOS. Good. Come in here. Secure boot. Turn off secure boot. You do not want secure boot on if you're trying to install Linux. In this case, SteamOS, which is Linux. Okay, come in here. Change the boot order. Oops, I didn't even do that. Come down here. I want the USB flash drive, which has my SteamOS install in it. It's very straightforward. I want that to come up, so we're going to go enter. Boom. It's going to erase that NVMe. I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to install SteamOS on this bad boy over here. Save and exit. Boom. It'll boot up. There, that was fast. Okay, it's going to boot. This system boots really fast, by the way. Immediately into SteamOS, and we're going to install it. Let's come back. Okay, this isn't meant to be a SteamOS install guide, but screw it, whatever. Let's do it. Okay, so we're in here. Wipe. This will kill your OS, by the way. You could dual boot. There's enough room for having 3 NVMEs in this thing, so you could just dual boot it. You know, have one for Steam, one for Windows, whatever. Sanitizing the NVMe. All it is, click that. It'll just take a second. It'll install. It'll reboot into Steam. Honestly, you don't have to do anything. You just let it go. We'll reboot, and we'll be in Steam. There we go. Took about 45 seconds. Reboot now. Hit OK. Proceed. And honestly, we just wait. It'll just take about 3 or 4 minutes and Steam will be good. Log in, it'll update Steam, and we'll be gaming. Okay, so we're fully installed. I just can't find my controller. There it is. That took, it's way faster than it used to be. It used to take like a few minutes, like maybe 10 to 15 minutes. That took like 1 minute. It's so fast now. I mean, I have a fast NVMe and I have a fast port on it. I just didn't expect it to go that fast. Anyway, so now we have Steam. Boom. Come down here. Okay, and here we are. It's even accepting the ultra wide 1440p, so 3440 by 1440 at 165 hertz refresh. It's just working, right? All that I've done is logged in. I haven't done anything. It's working perfectly, right? So the Steam support's coming very far now, and these machines are all turning into Steam machines. So this one here, I mean, running SteamOS, it's literally. Just pretend we're going to use the stock. You know, I'm not going to do any shenanigans. And then I'm going to hook up an eGPU to this thing and show you even more. But, you know, this thing here is essentially this. Right? This is my Legion Go S Steam Edition, which has a 780M. Now, this one here actually runs at lower peak watts. It's still very capable, but it runs at a lower peak wattage than the AceMagic here. But this is a Steam handheld, right? Steam handheld. Literally comes with it. This is the same thing, right? It's running the same iGPU. Technically a slight variation of the same CPU, but basically the same, and everything's working perfectly here, right? This is awesome. This is exactly what I want to see. As you can see over here, everything else looking good. Right. Recognizing the things. VRR works if you want to use it. No problem. Turn it on. It's all looking good. You could probably install Decky and get a TDP type setup, but I'm not going to do that. I'm fine as it is. So let's just load in here. We'll load into Pragmata, whatever. We'll do the Steam version of it, and then we'll hook up the eGPU. This is just one eGPU. You could use whatever. You could get a dock and hook up a 9060 XT. If you have a 7800X3D, if you have something like that, hook it up and away you go. Okay, so now we're in SteamOS instead. It's actually running better. Now this is 1080p native. Again, we're not on minimum. We're on performance. You could go with minimum. Now, one of the things that I really do want to point out that's cool about this is just how quiet it is. Under full load here, gaming, full load. My noise floor, by the way, is about 33, 35, 33 to 34. So it's audible, but barely. The mic might exaggerate it. The mic always does. So here, look at this. This is 1080p. Native, not minimum. We're on performance, so there actually is a full setting lower than this, which you might want to do. No scaling here either. And yeah, it's not giving us 60 FPS, but it's giving us 30 to 35. Pretty much every game these days on this Nintendo Switch 2 runs at 30. A lot of console games too. So I wouldn't be like, oh, you can't play on 30. You can. Now I typically want more. And the nice thing as well is, right now we have FSR 3.1 in most of these games. FSR 4 is coming at some point to these GPUs. Who knows when, but at some point, FSR 4 already got launched on the 7000 series desktop GPUs like 3 or 4 days ago. And so eventually you'll get FSR 4, which will look a lot better than FSR 3, just so you know. Because you can see there's a little bit of wobble. FSR 4 will look way better. You can see there now all of a sudden we're at 47 FPS, right? Now, this is not going to rival a Steam machine here. The Steam machine has dedicated GPU, 7600 or RX 6600 level. So it's not that powerful, but it's the same. It's much more powerful than a Steam Deck, just so you know. Okay, and there we go. I just plugged this in, eGPU. Plugged it in there. You can see that the back is no longer plugged in. Nothing plugged into the back there. It's running off this here. Alrighty, and away we go. So we're in Steam now. Again, running directly over the eGPU. I'll just come in here just to prove my point. And I'm doing this because I don't know, there's a lot of weird tribalism nowadays online. With the Steam machine specifically, it's really weird. We'll come down here. So we can see there, Steam machine. Authentic AMD 255 with 780M graphics. Video card 7600 MXT. Here we are, 7600 MXT. I mean, the settings are going to be way higher, obviously. Oops, no, we don't want to do that. Come in here. So, graphics. 1080p, I mean, we can do 1080p, show you the same settings. Let's turn it up though. So we'll go from performance, we'll just do the exact same settings, and then we'll start turning it up. So we'll go exactly the same. See what we can get. Just so it's like a linear comparison, and then we'll turn it up. We'll go back and we'll turn it up to show what like a real setting would be, where you'd want to be at. Now remember, this GPU is more powerful than the Steam machine, for sure. You can see here, now we're at 100 FPS. Instead of 35, we're at 100. Very good. Very, very, very good. Now this is a fairly low setting. 1080p. I mean, it's okay. A lot of people game at 1080p. I don't. And I also want to turn it up. So we're going to go back. This game's weird. You have to actually kick back to the title screen to change the settings. It's an RE engine thing, which is fine. Come in here. Let's turn it up like a lot. So we were on performance before. That's fine. We'll leave that as it is. We could actually go up to balanced if need be. So we're going to turn up the settings. We're going to turn it up to 1440p ultra wide. Or 1440p. We can do both. So we'll do 1440p. So we're at a higher resolution. We're also at a higher preset. Before we were on performance. Now we're going to be on balanced. Again, turning it up. Like so. Scaling we can use if we want, but we're going to start with it off. Now let's see what we get. So remember, this is a higher resolution, significantly higher resolution from 1080p to 1440p. We're also at a higher setting. Right now, we can see here we're getting almost 60, not quite, but we're getting, actually we are at 60. 66 FPS. Now the GPU is getting slammed. So now you're getting 60 FPS gameplay at 1440p on balance here. This is one down from max, right? So we've increased the performance, but at the same, like massively increased the performance, doubled the FPS, but at the same time we also hugely increased the resolution and we increased the preset. So I mean, we're really slamming the system now. Okay, so here we are. Same scene, way higher settings, no scaling, way higher everything, right? We were getting like 30 to 35, all of a sudden we're getting 55 FPS, so considerably higher FPS. So I don't know why it's so small for some reason, but whatever, 55 FPS. And way higher performance, right? So we'll come in here. Let's, I mean, you just play. We'll play like this before we throw on any scaling. All right, so we're not getting like a locked, I mean, this is pretty high setting. 1440p native on a pretty high setting for a 7600 XT is pretty hard to run in a brand new game. It's more of a 1080p monster. It does very well at 1080p. Like we can come back here. That's not right. All right, like that's 1080p there. Now we're at, 74 FPS native. Remember, no scaling. And we're one down from max settings, max preset, and 80 FPS. So let's play like this for a second, then we'll turn the settings way up. Maybe try some scaling. But yeah, I mean, it's running really well, right? What? Why are you going over there? Okay, before we kill him, I'll go like that, and we'll turn it up. So now we're going to go back up. We're going to go all the way up to ultra-wide now. Yeah, let's play on ultra-wide. 1440p ultra-wide. Now we're not at 4K, but we're well above 1440p even now. Right, so now we're getting up there. And you can just run some scaling, right? Now this game doesn't have FSR 4 yet, but it will. As I already said, it will soon. And now we're getting 1440p ultra-wide with a little bit of scaling, pretty high presets, and we're getting 60 FPS gameplay. It's like 65, I'll just call it 60. See? Look at that. Approximately 60 FPS. Very good. Like, it's impressive, right? So, I mean, we don't have to do much more. Just keep going. Now, one thing I do want to show you, one of the other benefits as well is Windows has really bad DRM, digital rights management. So basically, anti-piracy measures. I mean, I get why it's in there, but it can be absolutely crippling to games in Windows. It's especially prevalent in games that use RE Engine, but use Unreal Engine. But I've even noticed it like it's really bad in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, for example. It becomes basically unplayable. SteamOS, you don't have to deal with the same DRM, so as a result, you don't get those microstutters. So you can see up here, I mean, the lows and all that, you're not getting horrible microstutter up here, right? It's smooth gameplay. Whereas when you play on Windows, it's super choppy. It's like every other step is super choppy. We don't have that issue. And some games are basically can be really almost unplayable. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, even on high-end hardware, is brutal on Windows. SteamOS solves that because it has its own, like SteamOS is DRM, right? Like it is the protective measure. You don't have to load in like de novo, whatever, anti-piracy and all that bullshit. You just basically play. So games not only is it a really smooth interface to use SteamOS and really streamlined, very game focused, but it also runs better, way better than Windows. I've already made several videos showing this. There's no debate. There's no discussion on whether it runs better. It just does run better. Doesn't mean you should run it. I mean, there are disadvantages to SteamOS, but there's no debate on whether it runs better as an operating system. We already know that. So there we go. That's a little Steam machine there. This is the AceMagic. I mean, you can use it on its own. Fantastic little product. I have a full review on it. Great little product, no problems whatsoever. Here it is there. But this is not the review. This is just me showing it. That as its own can be a little Steam machine. Install Steam, 780M graphics, fantastic. You can use desktop mode, right? Like I'm actually in desktop mode because I wanted to show this, right? Like you come in here, unsafely exit out of the game. Right, SteamOS has its own desktop mode, so you don't have to use Windows unless you're using Windows-specific hardware, Windows-specific software that only runs on Windows. You can use game mode, which I wasn't in here. I just wanted to show this. Go to game mode, play games in game mode. Runs fantastic, but you also have access to this. This is like a standard operating system. So you want to do that kind of stuff, you can, right? So you don't necessarily have to install Windows. You can if you're a Windows person, but you can install this SteamOS, use it as a standard desktop. Then when you want to do gaming, you go into game mode, right? Or just play from here. I was playing from here, but you can go to game mode. You get a slight performance boost there. It's more streamlined, better performance than what you're going to get on Windows. That's the product on its own. It's a fantastic little product. If you pair it up with an eGPU, this is a pre-cooked eGPU. You can also get an eGPU dock, like I have one. It's just the GPU itself is going into something else that I'm playing with. Hook up a 9070 XT, hook up a 9060 XT, 7800, something like that, slot it into an eGPU, and away you go. So that's that there, my own little mini type thing. Now it's messy here because I'm just filming review after review after review, but you can imagine here, you get this thing set up here properly, right? Nice clean little setup. The actual volume is quite small, easily fits onto your TV. It's fantastic. Or if you want to use it as a little desktop type thing, and you want access to all the standard desktop things, there it is. Fantastic. Great little product.